Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome back. It's your boy Jet Ski Chuck, back with another creepy and scary video that you might just rethink your entire reality. These disturbing discoveries, all that. Weird videos will keep you up at night. You want to be careful with these, and what do I say? Keep your head on a what? Straight swivel. What's good? These creepy videos make you rethink your entire reality. Hey, welcome to the show. We're just gonna wait for everyone to get in here. Hyper mode, activate. It's gonna be about 5 minutes. We're gonna get started. We're just waiting for everybody to get here, you know. What's good? You know today is gonna be a banger. What's good with y'all? Y'all had a great weekend? Your boy had his G day yesterday, you know. I try not to, go crazy, for your boy's G day, but I'm very grateful for everything. Everything. Every single day is a blessing. So I'm like, why not jump on here, give the people a great live performance? We gotta dive deep. We gotta dive deep. For real. Retro Queen Gamer in the building. Steve, a straight rider. I appreciate that. Man. I appreciate the G-Day conspiracy. Deluxe, what up? Northwest Michigan in the house. Man, I heard it's beautiful up there, up North Michigan. Quantum mode, activate. Yeah, we just waiting for everybody to get in here, then we gonna get started. Guys, how you doing? How you feeling? Let me pull chat up for us. All right, chat's up. My fault, I gotta get my sound right for y'all. I can't have it too loud, but I gotta have it just right. I got my videos loaded. Yes, sir. Welcome. Don't forget to hit that like button, and don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't already, go to the bell icon and click notifications all, which I'm pretty sure all of you already have because you're early. 60 people. Hit like. Once we get around 100 people, we'll get started and dive into this, man. It's gonna be a good video. This is a live video. We're doing this one live with the people. We're going Dark Waters 9. I appreciate the love. Midgard, Tymat, drop the stuff in the Discord. We're hitting up Discord for sure at the end of this stream. Last stream, I didn't make it to the Discord. I didn't make it to the Discord last stream, but we're definitely hitting the Discord. So if you guys got some interesting stuff you want us to go over, definitely drop it in the Discordio. Jason, what's good? Lil Bo Pete, what's good? Alexandria, Steve in the house. Ronnie Chapman, working and fishing. Diago, XLR, Shalom in the house. Shalom, Swivel Gang. Hey, we are going to get into this, y'all. I hope you guys are all doing well. You're feeling great. I'm feeling pretty good, y'all. I got a lot of work to do, but I feel great. You know, I feel great. Jason just subbed up. You got Discord? Yes, sir. Let me see if I can find it, man. I'm so terrible with these type of things. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find that Discord. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. That is so weird. Let me email it to myself then. Type this in. I use it in. Now watch this. Watch this. I'm going to go. I apologize, y'all, for doing it this old man like on y'all, but this is the best way I could do it. There's more than one way to skin a cat, as they always say. Best believe it's gonna get skinned. That is not what I just. Much love from Shalaga. That's crazy. Oh yeah, we're hitting 100. We had 100 people already. Wow. You guys don't play. We on these waters. I don't even want to put that link, man. But it's in, if you go to my YouTube page and click all my links, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitch. Yeah, all those links. And my Discord's there. And we're using Discord for now, you know. So definitely tap in with that. Now that we got 100 people in here, I can start this engine and we can get into these waters. All right, guys, if you remember, let me wet my whistle real quick. If you are just now joining us and you have no idea what we've been talking about this entire week, we have been talking about not what everyone else is. I don't even want to say it. We've been talking about Leviathan possibly being under the ice wall. You know, there's an alligator looking shape with his nose poking out, and it looks, what people are saying is lining up. So we're just going to do a quick review of what's going on. And shout out to my lunch break. He recently dropped a video and we're going to be watching that together. doing our live reaction on that. So shout out to my lunch break. Huge fan. Unique, what's good? Life once lived, what's up? Yeah, we're going deep on this episode, man. Jacob, we are going deep. All right. How do I pull it up? Hayusin. All right. This is just a quick recap. Check out what she's saying.
This is the map from 1587. That thing that supposedly is the ice that's frozen over, that's a fucking dragon, guys. That's a dragon. Look at it. Look at it. Turn your camera to the side.
All right, I forgot she's going crazy with the cussing. But basically what she's saying, if you turn your camera to the side, it's a dragon on this 1560 map, which I want to try and find this map. What map is this? Anybody know how old that map is or what exact map that is? Because I believe we should take a look at it. Indentation? Oh, man. So, yeah. If you look at that, I think I play it in the beginning of the video. Let's see. Let's check out the beginning of the video. But, oh, the volume's low? I got you. My fault.
Now tell me, if that don't look like no dragon spine, bro.
And look, that's a fucking dragon under the ice. That's a dragon. And it's almost at the same exact spot as this.
Oh, man. No. Imagine this wrapping around the ice wall under it. Oh, no. Man, I never seen that movie. I just seen that monkey hitting that, and I'm like, that is hilarious. I don't even know what movie that's from. The 1600s map? Okay. Oh, no. And check out this. Muggs is saying that's an actual head. You know, they're saying that's a sea monster, too. They're saying that's a sea monster that used to swim in the sea. But the thing is, they found this in Iceland high up in the mountains. So some people are saying that the head might be detached off from, you know, the rest of the skeleton, and it might have some wings on it. Joe, what's good? So that's something else to think about. This might really be a dragon head. This might really be. There's a reason. It looks like they snapped the rest of the body off.
Dragons and dinosaur hunters.
You know, and they finding eggs and stuff. So I just thought, you know, that's what they talking about. And we could take it a step further. If you give me a moment. We could take it a step further, man. On this other video I released yesterday, part 62. I feel like this was an honorary mention as well.
So now we...
Matter of fact, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's backtrack a second. Let's go to my fault, y'all. Shalom, what up? Joe Breeding in the house. Alexandria, Kep. Thank you. I appreciate the thumbs up. All right, let me go back. Let's take it a step further. Based on a true... because they were spitting.
They freeze.
All right, I got it. Check this out. This is a quick recap.
Subscribe button. Let's dive in.
What does an alligator do whenever they freeze in the water? That's right. They stick their nose out of the water to make sure that they can still breathe in the frozen water. As you can see, people, this is what reptiles do whenever it's frozen. And as you can see right here at the bottom of Argentina and the top of Antarctica, we have what appears to be a large serpent right there. Can you see it, people? Right there. You probably think this is crazy, but I'm going to prove to you that thing is a fire-breathing dragon and still alive. As you can see right here, as we zoom in, you can see what appears to be nose holes. These same holes you can find on reptiles like snakes. Now, they look like islands, all right, of some sort, until I continue to zoom in and zoom in, right? Keep up with me, people.
Oh yeah. We can dive into some mud fossils too in this. You know, I'm a huge fan of mud fossils. I don't agree with everything, you know, mud fossil says, but I do believe there's a lot of gems there on the table. But I'm a huge fan regardless.
I have to show you. This is crazy. This is smoke, people. What we are seeing that is white is smoke, people. And I know you don't want to believe it. I'm going to show it to you. We're going to keep on going. And I want you.
Look, these are nostril holes. They look like how many nostril holes does he have? Like it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got like 12 of them. You know, maybe something that massive needed 12 intake valves, you know? Real quick, going to respond. Peace, what up, Cheesy? Yosef, Lawana, Floor. Man, I love this community, man. We got an awesome community. James, Kip. Yeah. Jason, I don't know about that. Unique, what's good? I watched your whole birthday stream. Oh, I appreciate that. DJ. Yeah. All right, we're going to keep it rolling, y'all. Just was saying what's up to the chat real quick. We about to dive right back into this video.
You to also look. These are crater holes. These holes are going down. All right. This is this thing's nose, and he has it out of the water. Still breathing, people. All right. Watch, people. Look. Say Central Islands. People, look. This is a crater. That is going down. Look at it. That is going down. Let's get closer. Look at that, people. That is smoke.
It's almost like if I had to categorize this. Hold on, let me get something. It's almost like say this is the alligator's nose up out the water. It's almost like each of these rings is like him breathing inside, and it's making like the smoke come up from those rings. You know, that's what it's looking like. It's breathing like dormant or hibernation. I don't know, but that's what it's lining up to look like. For entertainment purposes only. Keep your head on a swivel.
People, this is a crater going down into a hole right here. And this is smoke.
Retro, you got a lot in the submit videos? All right, we're going to check into that.
People, coming out of that hole. Look at that. That is smoke
Snakes have those nostrils patterned,
coming
not
out
crocodiles.
of the nose hole on this thing, you guys. Look at this. Once again, look. That is a crater.
And shout out to Retro, the original person that showed me this video on Discord. Huge shout out to Retro. Marv, welcome to Dark Waters. Officially. Here go your life jacket, man. Welcome to the official Dark Waters crew. There's your life jacket. You're gonna need it.
Look at the shadowing. That is going down. That is going down into... Oh no, not inner earth. That's crazy. People, this thing still has its nose out of the water. Why? Look at it. Why? Because it's frozen, people. This thing is still frozen in hibernation. And it has its nose out of the water, people. So it can still breathe. I just look. Listen, people. Look. Those are holes, people. That is not a not a volcano. That is not an island. That is a hole going down, people. With smoke. This is crazy. Look, that is smoke, you guys. That is smoke. You can say whatever you want to about this stuff. Listen to me. That goes down.
So what does this mean? Like, I know there's a lot of y'all on the fence. This is probably about 50-50. You know, a lot of y'all on the fence about this. A lot of y'all riding with this. But it's like, is this thing really underground though? If we got the drilling, are we gonna see scales? You know, is the indentation right above this beast? You know, as we don't know. But I can tell you there's an Antarctic treaty for a reason.
That is down, and this is inside of there. This smoke is coming out of those holes right there and coming up here, people. I believe this is part of the nose on this damn dragon. This is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Conspiracy just said something really good. You guys see that? Google Earth won't let you put a street view on these islands either. You know, I seen one of those little Google cars. Maybe the cars couldn't get over there. So that's just maybe I for the first time ever in history, you know, I give them their props. You know, maybe they can't get the car over there, so maybe that's why they can't get those photos. But I wouldn't even ask them to drill. You know, who would want to? You know, don't kick the hornet's nest that's as big as a car. You know what I'm saying? This is not worth it. I wouldn't even, if they said, all right, man, we're going to give you a budget. We're going to go over here and drill and see if we can hit a scale. No, it's not worth it. We can just speculate for right now. Don't wake it up, please. Don't wake it up. You know?
This is beyond me. Look at that, people. That's a crater.
You guys are in for a good video. We're just getting started. Everything we might jump on Google's maps and really start hunting. So I'm gonna need coordinates too. You know, submit your videos and photos, but we need Google Map coordinates. And we're gonna jump on Google Earth together. We're gonna go Titan hunting.
Right along with the other ones that are craters on this animal. Look at that thing, you guys. It is massive. And when I say
Dumbs, deep underground. Hey, y'all see what it is? Y'all, hey. It's nameless of names. Welcome to Dark Waters. Let's go. Let me give you your official Dark Waters 9 research jacket. Retro just printed these this morning. Let me give you your official research jacket. You're going to need it. You're going to need that life vest, man. It's connected to your jet ski. It has a magnetic sensor chain it's just a magnetic chain that comes out if you ever get knocked off your jet ski, and it kind of reels you back in. You know, they tight. You know, it's just a prototype, but you got it. Welcome to the official Dark Waters 9 crew. There's your life jacket. If you guys, you guys can become a member. It helps the stream out. It helps me, do what I have to do to, get these videos out to you guys. Also got a Patreon. I do a special shout out on my videos if you go hard enough for me on that Patreon and want to become a month supporter. I'll give you 4 shout outs in 1 month. And I'm telling you, I give you a whole little segment on my videos. It's dope. Nobody done it yet, but when someone does, it's gonna go crazy for them. But anyway, continuing. I appreciate all you guys. Like, the support I appreciate you guys. Thank you. But we got a lot of work to do on these waters, man. My paperwork works this high of stuff I need to do. But I'm trying.
Say, look at the wings. Look at the wings on this thing, you guys. Look at the wings. You have to be kidding me. This is crazy. You guys, I believe we live on a damn dragon. Puff, the magic dragon. Look at that.
Shout out to Retro for showing me this video on the Discord. As soon as I seen it, I'm like, I gotta show you guys. Had to show you guys. So y'all gotta tell me what y'all think, man. And then my man afterwards broke it down in the good book.
Like to you around.
Moves, that's an earthquake. No, that can't be it. Or could it?
Google Earth, guys, look, if we go down to the bottom of the Earth, what does that look like to you? Around Antarctica, what do you see there, guys? It has 2 eyes. It looks like it has scales. As we zoom in, you can see like it has nostrils. This is really, really fascinating for me as a student of Bible prophecy, because this is what it says in Job chapter 41. Can you draw out Leviathan with the hook? God also says in Isaiah 27 that there's a day coming. Once the judgment is over, Yehovah will slay the reptile that is in the sea. Job chapter 3, verse 8, check this out. May those curse it who curse the day, those who are ready to arouse Leviathan. This happened on April 8th, guys. You tell me, check this out.
During the solar eclipse, something big happened in Antarctica that caused waves 25 meters high. People are saying that this surfaced and it came from the direction of Antarctica, and now it is larger than the size of Texas.
Can you imagine a snake that big around the entire circle of the Earth?
I would like to see a photo, man. Can you imagine a complete photo of the ice wall, what it would look like? Like, if we were able to go high enough and see it, like, just to imagine that something's under there in cryostasis, that's terrifying. That is scary. Chuck, you should, man, that looked like a good idea. Chuck, you should a separate vid on dark history of mirrors later down the road. It explains why television and yeah, I did do a episode on mirrors. It got Sauron with a crystal ball. I'll show you. I'll show you, my brother. What are we fighting for? Mirrors video? You don't even know. He said, Chuck, do a mirrors video. Brother, I got you. We're still on dragons, but I just want to show them this mirror video real fast. Your channel. Videos. My mom liked this episode. Mom, if you're watching, I love you. Hi, Mom. My mom be watching all my videos. She be coming to me like, you ain't heard this, you know, this, and this. She be coming with me with straight heat, y'all. Duke, shout out to Dukes. All right. Yeah, this one. Terrifying obsidian mirrors. Yeah, this one. This was all about mirrors. It's way back. I did it 6 months ago. But you gotta dig way deep. I'll do a new one though. It's about time I do a new video on mirrors. Let me go write it down on my whiteboard. If I can find a pen. Oh no, here's my pen. Y'all always be taking my pen, man. Homie wanted a time travel video later. I got him on the time travel, and I got y'all with the mirrors. You know me, when we dive in, we dive in. We're going deep on these waters. All right.
Moving its head, breathing, causing massive tsunamis? What in the world, guys? Is not the truth of the word of God stranger than fiction?
This is getting real. This is Dark Waters 9 officially.
There's the serpent's head. There's the serpent's tail in his mouth.
There's one more part I wanted to cover before
It
we dive in.
does circle right around Antarctica.
Jet Ski Chuck, why can't they send a hot air balloon or semi for camera over the ice wall to prove damn, I missed it. To prove something. I missed it. I don't know where it went. They're getting rid of my comments. I don't know why they won't, but I will. Well, take me to the space bridge. All right. Let me release the space capsule. All right, Marv, I got you, man. They said, why don't they release one of these boys? Well, let me tell you what. Hey, I see the ice wall, bro. And I'm telling you, it's not what they telling us, bro. I'm telling you right now, Marv, they lying.
The bottom of the earth. Now you can see where his head is, where his tail goes into his mouth. Do you all remember what just happened in that area? Right by Leviathan's head. Maybe he's breathing. Maybe that's what's causing the waves.
Of Leviathan's name has been suggested by some scholars to suggest Leviathan is a primeval sea serpent.
Alright fam, today we're talking about the Drake Passage, and this is a good one, I promise you.
The Drake Passage. Write that down. That's important. On top of this beast head, that before you enter into the Antarctic waters, before you go into this beast head, it's something called the Drake Passage. Something called a Drake Passage? Write that down, man. We're going to dive into that. All right, I got it wrote down.
So the Drake's Passage is notorious for having the biggest waves, the roughest seas, and I believe the most casualties. This place has so many deaths and I believe over 800 shipwrecks that they actually know about. And look at this damn thing. When have you ever seen anything like that? What is that? Hey y'all, never mind, come over here. I found it. They explain why. They got the answer for it, just like everything, yo. Okay, so check out as we go into Google Earth and we start to maneuver around the island. I'm gonna let you guys check this out real quick.
What up, Daniel?
Watch as I rotate the Google Earth picture here. It just looks almost like, I don't want to go there, but Godzilla.
It looks just like Godzilla, man. I just watched that new one where Godzilla, I ain't gonna ruin it. I hate spoiling movies, but if you haven't seen Godzilla vs. Kong, any of them, HBO got all of them. They not paying me to say this, but HBO got all of them right now. You can go stream King Kong, Godzilla. Man, I love them movies, man. Two monsters boxing on some, like, remember that old game Rampage where you used to beat up the buildings? That used to go hard, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Godzilla, they've been throwing it in our faces. Have they not been going hard with these Godzilla movies? Mark my words. The next Godzilla movie, they're gonna bring in the baby Godzilla. You remember that little ugly Godzilla that be yeah, and be shooting them little smoke rings? Yeah, that's gonna be the next one. They go bring in the next one.
You clearly have a neck. Then you have the two eyes there. It looks like his left eye is that white island, but then his right eye socket's underwater. Now this is what I found really interesting that nobody's hit on. I've seen like one other video saying something about it looking like a creature, but nothing more. It has these perfectly aligned, what are islands now.
Yeah, he's talking about those islands now. Admiral Byrd, yep. Rampage 64 used to go in. Yes. I suspect Sir Francis Drake was a real person, but an amalgamation of several people into one person. This thing made Godzilla look like kindergarten. I could have swore kindergarten was kindergarten, you know, not 10. They Mandela'd us on that. Jet Ski, what up? But yeah, they throwing all these monster videos in our face. There's a little truth in everything, man. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it.
But looks like the bridge of this thing's nose. I mean, you cannot deny that pattern is there. What if this thing is frozen and all this anomaly is hot water heating it up and releasing this from the Antarctic? Maybe they're doing this on purpose, you know? I've heard weirder things. Notice how this one looks like a signal almost emanating out of this possible Leviathan type creature. This looks like a thermal imaging scan of the Drake Passage where it looks like a spine to me. It looks like a reptile's armor plating. I'm so confused of how this has never been really investigated or even really brought up till the...
Ooh, Retro said a great point. Godzilla is smaller than one of them guys' nostril holes. Then imagine how big this thing, if he gets up and puts his chin down, it's over for 20%.
Anomaly. Every scan reveals something new, it seems like. This is incredible.
Check out Mud Fossil too. Yeah, we're gonna dive a little bit into Mud Fossil in a little bit. We got a banger lineup, man. This might be one of the best lives. This is gonna go down next to the Cabbage Patch Live. This one's going down, y'all. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Let's see. We almost got 345 people in here. Y'all going crazy. Hit that like button. Let's get the likes matching the views. Let's go. It's your boy Jet Ski Chuck, man. Who else gonna dive on these waters and go in like this? You know we gotta stick together and go hard on it.
So in conclusion, what if all these waves, like I don't know if you saw in Hawaii.
And if you do want to talk about this, jump in the Discord and put your mic up. We can talk, man.
They had these tremendous waves, just looked like it was just off the shore. So what if this is from water displacement because something's huge moving under the ocean and is causing the old Jersey Shore, featured here, this is from last year, making it look like this, what it looks like now. Like and subscribe for more, comment below.
I did not know this. When I was watching this and it's saying Jersey Shore looks like this now, what are your guys' thoughts about this? Because look at when we look into Jersey Shore, what it looks like. Okay. It looks good. It does look like Caribbean. New Jersey. How long did y'all keep this a secret? Damn. Something happened. Jersey Shore is turning into Florida low key. What? Look at how good that water looks. Have any of y'all been to New Jersey and seen this recently? I'm not trying to hype them up. I'm just going by this information, man. The eclipse just happened. There's water shifting. Now it's looking like this. It makes me want to go check it out. I'm not going to lie. I have no reason not to. Let me know your guys' thoughts about this. Chuck, you should do a separate vid on dark history. Oh, that's a old. Remember, they used to be washing ashore, checking in from Texas. Hey, I hope you got power, man. Everything's good. Shout out to Texas, man. You know, I know things got crazy, man. I just hope y'all doing better, man. New Jersey, New Jerusalem. Man, that's an excellent correlation. But we need some type of validity for that, man. We need some information. I appreciate it, Conspiracy, for the lookout. What about other ice walls? Yeah, I would love to see them. He said the New Jersey Shores are normally looking brown. Yeah, the blackish green. Yeah, I hear you, New Jerusalem, but we need some information back in that. I'm with you. It sounds great, but we need some type of context, a manuscript, an artifact, anything, you know? But I hear you. I done seen so many damn shark videos. I'm annoyed. All right. But yeah, that water is looking good. And then I go in to tell you some stuff what to do. Yeah. All right, y'all. It's time. Get your snacks because we're about to go deep. This is about to get levels 9 waters. You know, so I hope you got your life vest on because we're about to go deep. I'll give y'all a little bit. Go get something to drink, something cold. I hope you got the crystal ice, or your refrigerator makes some really good crushed ice. Go to the refrigerator, hold the button down, and get your glass full of crystal ice. Pour something that you like in there. Get it good, and set that down. Get you some snacks, because we're about to go in deep. This is about to be interesting. Put your footstools up, because this is it. This is the main event. I got to show you my garden. I'll let us see your garden. If you guys got gardens or just interesting stuff that's not related to it, put it in the Discord. We can talk about it. I'll let us see that. You got some pets that do a cool trick or something? Throw it up there. Why not? You know, we cool, you know? I don't see why not. You made something good. Like a couple of days ago, someone was bragging about their lasagna and couldn't save me a plate or no garlic bread. At least you could do is take a picture of it and put it in my Discord and show us, you know, the skills. You made something good to eat. I like to eat. Put it in the Discord or something, you know. Show me how you watching my videos, you know. Put a snap. Take a snap, you know. All right, I ain't gonna hold y'all up. It's the main event. I haven't seen this. Chuck, do you think the triangle has shifted? I don't know. I would go with the one of the storms might have did the shift, or this Leviathan shimming before I go with the triangle doing anything. That's just my honest opinion. Yeah, I made that channel in 3 seconds. You know, I just was, you know, someone used to make a channel for me back in the day. They made me something really fancy and stuff for something old I used to do. And I just left that channel alone, and I just made this channel in the humbug. But I'll get it jumping a little bit. But all right, let's get into this, y'all.
When we were in Utah, do you remember when
and y'all know the voice by now. I yell my lunch break. Check them out. Like and subscribe. Turn your notifications all to my lunch break, because you can expect a home run every time he uploads a video. You can guarantee a home run. This video is by my lunch break. Huge shout out.
I told you that we would be coming back today? We are going to wake people up and show the world that this place that we all live is not at all what we have all been told. Are you ready? Here we go. Here we have the melted structure that we covered, where there are arches, bridges, and the rest. Very clear melting all over the place. So as we zoom out here, we are going to see a massive head. Of course, in my opinion, a dragon. Right here, you can very clearly see its jaw with all of its teeth. Zooming out even more, you can see the size of this thing with its wings and everything. And once you see this, you will never unsee it ever again. Wow,
look how he highlighted it. Oh my God. You can literally see it way better now. Oh my goodness. This is beautiful work. It looks like Charizard, doesn't it? Tell me this doesn't look like Charizard. A holographic first edition Charizard. Y'all didn't know Charizard was in Utah, did y'all? Charizard was based on a true story.
looking at the map of the USA. Today we are going to be showing a lot of places that when looking at a map again, this world will never look the same. We are going to show that this place that we live It's so much more interesting than what we've been told. When we zoom back in on the head, where you can see its molars very clearly here, where the jawline continues, and you of course have the incisors, exactly like we see in all animals today. This is a jawline, 100%. Where we zoom in even more, and you can see for yourself what this location is now called. Black Dragon Canyon. Could it get any clearer? First, I want to show you.
Someone said blue eyes, white dragon. All we need now is to see a blue eyes white dragon canyon. That would be wild. Then Yu-Gi-Oh come to life. Oh no, where's Black Luster Dragon at?
These locations' names. We have the Moab with petrified dunes. Of course we do. Then we have more arches that we are told are naturally occurring. And we've shown this in episode 79, where they just say it randomly happened from some wind blowing the sand because they say it was a hot, dry climate for 150 million years. It's complete nonsense. Delicate arch, looking incredible. We are also given the catacomb rocks, which I would love to know what is underneath or inside of that location. Where at this point, I think I can take a guess. We've seen a ton of things on catacombs. We have a few more arches, and then you zoom out, and you see the size of this thing. It is massive, with this hole right here in this location, where in my opinion, this is where it was killed, where it now creates a mountain range, and a location that I personally will never be able to unsee, showing us that there is still so much more to learn about where we are and things that have been hiding right in front of our faces for so long until now. When we zoom in on this location, you are going to see it just has scales all over it. Perfect 90-degree angles.
All right, now let me pull up some scales just for reference. What do you guys think? It looks similar. I'm not gonna lie. This is interesting. This indentation right here, this just solidifies it even more because that looks natural. Try a snake. All right, let's find a belly of a snake. We need a good one though. We need a good one. Yeah, it's more fit in the crocodile. Because it's like all snakes got like that line. Oh, this one. This one's a little bit better. It still has a straight line throughout his whole body, though. I feel like the crocodile is definitely closer. Because if we look around here, near this, that's really close. Like the section, like this section right here. Focus on this section, guys. Focus on this section, the bottom left. Tell me that bottom left corner doesn't look like it. Look at the bottom left corner. Hey, I feel like we're really getting some work done here, don't you? You know, we're really getting somewhere with this, you know? You guys tell me. Look at this bottom left, like we about to go off into the tail. Or it could be one of his legs for all we know. You know? It's close. This bottom left right here. This. Oh, man. This is getting kind of scary. I ain't gonna lie. Let's try Anaconda. One of you guys said let's try Anaconda. All right. I want to try Komodo dragon belly. But that corner of that crocodile was close. Like crocodiles might be the closest descendant we got to dragons, maybe. They try to tell us the Komodo dragon, but it might be a crocodile, it might be the closest descendant to a dragon. Anaconda. How many of y'all remember that movie with J-Lo? J-Lo and Ice Cube. Anaconda belly. Images. All right, y'all. Anaconda belly. Yeah, it's got that length one again. Uh, no, that ain't it. I remember that movie. Yeah, that's a good movie, Anaconda. Anaconda. All right. Try a lizard. All right, let's try a lizard real quick. Then we're gonna continue. Let's try a lizard. Lizard belly. Oh, y'all don't want to see this. You definitely don't want to see this. Close. I still feel like that crocodile skin is the closest. This is close though. This is very close. But this could possibly be the belly. When we're looking at this photo here of this giant Charizard laying on his back, this is his belly, further solidifying it. You know, this is interesting right here because this same pattern we see on a crocodile a lot, especially around this area. That's fascinating. But hey, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there's probably a giant Charizard laying on his back in Utah.
Until now. When we zoom in on this location, you are going to see it just has scales all over it. Perfect 90-degree angles over and over and over. Where we are told from back in episode 79, this kind of stuff just happened back in the Triassic ages, from 200 million years ago. We had the wind just blowing the right way back then. No. And this dragon, of course, has the name Black Dragon Canyon right in the mouth, and a highway, Route 70, in our advanced civilization, just cruising right through its head for years. And nobody said anything. Nobody knew. Where we know what a tooth looks like, we don't need somebody to tell us. And those are massive teeth, 100%, with Mystery Arch off to the right. And we also know that there are 12 Chinese zodiac signs. We have the rat, the ox, the tiger, the rabbit, the dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig. We have 11 things that are very real, and we all know this. And then we have the dragon. And I'm just gonna ask the question, why would there be 11 real animals? And then there is one that is a myth. Or are all 12 very real?
Hey, they all real. I'm telling you, there's a Charizard in YouTube. Like Ash Ketchum said, you gotta catch them all. So don't tell me there's a Mewtwo out here in the Mew now, and then we in trouble. Zapdos, Gyarados, what was the name? Leviathan looking thing? That was Gyarados, wasn't it? From Magic Carp. Your boy used to go in, man. I used to have 3 pieces of Exodia, man. The Relinquish, my Yu-Gi-Oh deck was out cold. I had the Flame Swordsman in there. I had 3 Pot of Greeds. I had the Gatekeeper with all 3 pieces. Stop playing with me, man. My Yu-Gi-Oh deck, you know, you didn't want it with me in Yu-Gi-Oh, honestly. I summoned Pot of Greed.
It's an interesting time to expose this because we are, of course, right in the middle of the year of the dragon, and we're just getting started today. Welcome to episode 83 of my lunch break. I hope you're all having a great day, and if you're new, welcome. And I want to thank all of our sponsors over on Patreon. Thank you to FlatEarthDave.com. You can check out his app, the Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac app. I'll put the link right in the description. And you can use my referral code.
Hey, I'm in there somewhere. Your boy Jesky Chuck in there somewhere. I'm gonna hit yellow one of these days.
Jabba in the darkness. You guys are all awesome and helping this channel out a lot. Now, we've all known about dragons. We've seen them in the movies or on TV shows. We've heard of them in books and the rest. We also have a copy of a dictionary where you look up the word dragon and it says that they are now very rare. A huge serpent, a fabulous animal, now rare. It's very interesting. Where we have also heard of Leviathan, a sea dragon with limbs, fire-breathing abilities, and impenetrable scales. Now this is mentioned multiple times in the Bible, where God left only one alive, so that it couldn't destroy the rest of creation. And the word dragon occurs 21 times in the Old Testament. This is all before the word dinosaur was ever invented. Nobody was saying there were dinosaurs until 1842, when Sir Richard Owen just made it up. The exact time period that we've all been talking.
Guys, he's dropping bombs. No one's safe from my lunch breaks haymakers, man. Richard Owen created dinosaurs? We gotta write this down, man. You are not safe from my boy.
Talking about on this channel throughout the first 83 episodes, where he just made up the name, and then a few years later they find one for the first time. And regardless of scripture, regardless of signs from China, where we can all take that research and keep it if we'd like, we can also see for ourselves. We can see what is still here, which we are going to continue to do today. We also know that the griffin, the symbol of Tartaria, shown on their flags, is not a dragon, but they are very similar, where we know that if one was here, who knows what else was here, where we all live today. How big were things in the past? The significance of this is massive. It would mean that the land layout that we are all shown, this little ball, is way too small for a creature this size. So how much more land is there? There's no way that this massive creature could be flying around in our little cage that we're all shown, which is kind of what we are all dealing with right now, in my opinion. A little cage in a little season. And we all know that if I'm bringing up the possibility of dragons, that I'm not just gonna show you one. We aren't even close to done. So let's go find another one and go to northern Africa, where the head, the mouth, is right next to Morocco. You can see the head right here with its mouth open, exactly like we saw in Utah, with its wings right here going to its body. Personally, I will never be able to look at Utah or Morocco the same ever again. So I've taken all the borders out and all the names off the map so we can just look at this thing. Imagine this flying around and how big things used to be. So we have this one in Utah, where its head alone is 66.65 miles in length and about 182 miles in length overall. And this one in Africa is even bigger, with its head alone being 308 miles in length. The head by itself is nearly double the size of the entire body of the one in Utah, where I have to be honest, I feel like this episode may be the most incredible video to this point. Finding massive dragons within our land layout, which would show the land that we've all been living on for all of our lives has massive dragons embedded into it. Dragons that have been here all along, and we just couldn't see them until we finally opened our minds and were finally able to think for ourselves, finally able to process information without simply dismissing it, because we were never told about it by our teachers. Our Channel 4 just hasn't mentioned it yet. And if they haven't mentioned it, it could never be true. This thought process is done. We are moving on.
Oh no, if Channel 3 or 4 doesn't mention it, it's never gonna be true. For entertainment purposes only. Man, this dude is doing the Lord's will. I'm sorry, but he is doing it. What y'all talking about, man? Hit that like button, man. We almost at 500. This is record breaking. We're at record breaking numbers. 474. Hit that like button. Half of y'all ain't hit this like button yet. That proves it, Chuck. We're all just living inside a Pokeball. Nah, man, we on a giant realm. If these things flying around, could you imagine how big the Earth actually is? If these things are flying around, man, hold the phone. Hold the phone. If these things are this big, that makes sense. Someone said on my last video, there's not one ice wall, but 7. Who has ever told you that there's 7 ice walls? That means we would need at least some more suns and moons, if you ask me, because our moon map currently probably only holds 2 ice walls at max. If you look at our current moon map right now, you can go outside right now and you can probably see it's a full moon. I was looking at it yesterday. You can look at that moon and you can probably see 1 to 2 ice walls on the moon. And there's 7? There has to be more moons. I'm not the one that's going to be, oh, Nibiru, Nibiru. But there might be another sun. At least, I don't know. We'll have to see, man. It's maybe the rotations is covering it all. I don't know. But 7 ice walls, though? Check this out. Gotta find it.
Have a great night or day.
Seven, we got these giant Charizards flying around as big as 5 states or 1 state with a 60-mile head. So how big actually is the Earth is the question on the table now on these dark waters. 9 boys.
So now we learn from the Bible how these walls got here. Hello out there. Today we're going to get a little deeper into the creation story. And in order to do that, we got to take you out of the Sunday school lesson and bring you into the Enochian seminary classes. All right. In our Bibles, all we are told is, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. All right, we could go with that. But there are some people who want to know what really happened. And if the book of Enoch was never taken out of the Bible, we would know this. And I'm going to read from Enoch the second. This is second Enoch.
Guys, I hate to interrupt, but this is extremely important. Listen to this.
The 27th verse. All right, it says right here, and I commanded, let there be taken some of the light and some of the darkness. Now, remember when we said, let there be light? Notice the sun is not even here yet. So today you're going to learn about this light. Now, this light is a different type of light that we're used to seeing. This light is, I want to say, programmable, but this light is a tool that the Most High uses to create other things. So everything that is created comes from the light. It's like the hammer of the spiritual world or something. I don't know if I'm putting it right, but anyway, he took the light and the darkness and made water from the light and the darkness, because it says, let there be taken some of the light and some of the darkness. And I said, become thickened. So he made this light, some of the light and some of the dark, become thick and become water. It says,
if there is anybody that can break this down, please, by all means, we need you in the comments right now. I know everybody, some people, you know, they need this, you know what I'm saying? So if you know more about this, please drop it in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Matter of fact, if you got something pertain to this, you can jump on the Discord, and right after this, we can talk about it together.
Become thickened and be wrapped around with light. So that light again, he took the light and made some of the light and some of the darkness water, and then he took light again and wrapped it around the water. Now, we're going to tell you what this water is. This water is really the ice wall. So let me show you. It said, and I said, become thickened and be wrapped around with light. And I spread it out and it became water. All right. So this is water from some of the light and some of the darkness became water. I want you to hang in there with me because this is kind of complicated. And I spread it out above the darkness below the light. So think of this water having the bottom of it being darkness and at the top of this water being light. Now the sun is still not here yet, but this light has created water, and then it's darkness under the water and it's light above the water. And it says, and thus I made the solid waters, that is to say the bottomless, and I made a foundation of light around the water. Now notice, there it is again. The light is around the water. All right, but
I'm just saying, it adds up. Charizard would need space to fly around. Charizard flap his wings 3 times, he's going to be in the second ring, ain't he? Seriously. He flap his wings, Charizard gets in the air, he does 3 flaps, he's damn near in the second ring. So the 5th, 6th, and 7th ring got to be massive, because you got to think the circles get bigger each time you do a circle. You know what I'm saying?
But this light is going to end up being an ice wall. And I created 7 great circles inside it. All right. Let me give you an example of what's going on here. All right. Remember this picture. This is another picture that I have off the internet. All right. You're just using this for an example. I don't want people messaging me and telling me that's not how it is. I'm just using this as an example. Think of 7 of these.
He's saying 7. Now look, there's 2 moons and 2 suns. That's 1, 2, and then there's 1, 2 when he moves his hand.
There's just 1. That's 2. Think of 7 of them. And you got 7 of these with a barrier around all 7 of these. It's a barrier around them. So a big, huge barrier around all.
Are you kidding me? 7 ice walls? Are you kidding me? That means Behemoth is probably on number 6.
All of these. All right. Think of that first. Let's go back. All right. It says right here, and thus I made the solid waters, that is to say the bottomless, and I made a foundation of light around the water. That's the light around the water. That's going to be the ice wall. It's not the ice wall yet. It says, and I created 7 great circles inside it. So he took this one big circle, and put 7 of them, smaller circles, inside this one big circle. And I gave them an appearance of crystal.
What does that sound like? It sounds like an ice wall.
Now he's working on solidifying them, wet and dry. That is to say, glass and ice. Now they're solidified, and to be the circuit for water and other elements. What did he mean by circuit for water and other elements? Let me go back. All right. These are circuits. So remember I say there's 7 of these. So each one of these, the circuit, this is the water that the circuit of the water and the wind. It said the other elements, wind, rain, snow. These are the circuits that those elements follow. All right, let's go back. All right. And I pointed out to each one of them his route to the 7 stars. He's talking about the 7 stars now, which is one of them is our sun. I pointed out to each one of them his route to the 7 stars. One of these are the sun, our sun. Each one.
Hey, I love y'all, man. The moon map. Who said that? I love y'all. Moon map reflections of potential lands, astral belt equals ice. Dizzy, thank you. That moon map, man. But here's the scary part about our moon. If you really look at our moon, we probably can only see, I have to look again. But the last time I looked, I think I could probably count 1 ice wall. I'm like, all right, that's the ice wall right there. It only could be 1, so it's just not, the moon isn't big enough to capture the entire earth realm. Let that sink in. The moon itself is not big enough to capture the entire earth realm. That's crazy to think about, huh?
One of them in his own heaven so that they might travel accordingly. So back to here, each one of these have a star in it. This is our sun. Our sun is the star. The star here, star, all of these 7, basically 7 different stars. All right, let's go back. All right, that it should be okay. And I made a division between the light and between the darkness. That is to say,
hold on, somebody just said something absolutely terrifying. 7 great dragons, 7 ice walls, the walks, the firmament waters, the heavens and possible galaxies above. So much we don't know on this flat plane, and so much above. So much that it's, we think we're getting somewhere, but it turns out we're just on tip of the iceberg. But to think 7 different dragons, that would be crazy. Or what if his tail is each wall, though? That would be even nuts, wouldn't it? Or it just was one giant tail that did like a spiral motion. I don't know.
In the middle of the waters, that this way and that way. Now, what is he talking about right here? Now, it's starting to get a little bit complicated. That's what it seems like. It's getting a little complicated, but let me explain that too. Because this is right here. Between the light and between the darkness, that is to say, in the middle of the waters, this way and that way. And I said to the light that it should be day, and to the darkness I commanded that it should be night. And evening came, and again morning came. Let me explain what that's saying. He made a separation. So the sun is coming from the east like this, going under the earth, report to the north, come back down to the east. So when
somebody said 7 days. Man, 7 days, that's tough. What's up, Angel? 7 heavens. 7 heavens, 7 days. The 7's lining up, isn't it? Hit that like button if you haven't. Half of y'all haven't hit this like button. Grab your phone, smash that like, and share this on Facebook. This is a banger. If you got Facebook, click the share button, copy, paste, Facebook. They got to see it.
sun does this, guess what? Now it's darkness. This is the separation because the sun is under. When it comes back, now it's come back in. Light. So it's separating the darkness. Now the darkness moved out. The light is here. Going back under, now it's dark again. This is the separation he's talking about. He said, in the middle of the earth. Let me see it. Show it again. In the middle, where it says, that is to say, in the middle of the waters, this way and that way. So when we go back, we find that the portals, 6 portals here, 6 portals here. This is the middle.
And the portals. What type of portals are these? Stargates, portals. What's the similarity? Are these portals instant transports to go through the ice wall? These are questions we need to find out. Because that Antarctic treaty, we can't go. They hide in these portals. They hide in the Leviathan.
This is what he's talking about. All right, let's move on, because this is getting interesting. All right. Then it says right here in verse 28, it says, and thus I made solid the heavenly circles. Now the domes are solid. The light that was there is now solid. They're domes. And I said, let the lower waters, which is below heaven, collect itself into one collection, and let its waves become dry. Now the water becomes dry, and he's going to make rocks out of the water. And it happened like that. And from the waves, I created rocks. See that? He created rocks from the waves, solid and big. And from the rocks, I assembled the dry land and called the dry land earth. So he made the earth from these rocks, the dry land, not the earth itself, but the dry land. He called it earth. And what was in the middle of the earth, I called chasm. That is to say, bottomless. The sea I gathered into one place, and I bound it with a yoke. Now this is a yoke. This is a yoke. A yoke goes.
A yoke and a chasm. What's the definition for chasm? Let's type it in. Definition, chasm. A deep fissure in the earth. That could be the North Pole. So when he said chasm, I made a deep chasm. Could that be the North Pole? Where this whole spiral, where everything's getting sucked in continuously. You got to think in Taurus fields. If you guys know what a Taurus field is, let me see if I can play one. This is a good episode. Hit that like button. Let me see if I can find a Taurus field.
So how big of a conspiracy theorist are you? So how big of a conspiracy theorist?
Hold on, bro. Chill out. We're here to find Taurus fields. Because we found a giant chasm.
So you have a dielectric field and a magnetic field, and this is for the exact reason why we're electrical beings. These two fields going on at the same time is exactly how you get electricity. And now I know you've seen this symbol before, and this is why science keeps the truth from you, because if you started to understand exactly what you are, then you're going to understand how your energy works. And this is why you either attract people or you repel people. When you're living in this low vibrational state, it's a very low frequency, low vibration, and it's not creating enough pressure to create a complete field. Got to be cautious about what I say now because I'm about to lose my account. Which is for the exact reason when you end up getting in a relationship, love activates more DNA coding sites, which basically increases your frequency. It increases your spiritual pressure, and that's why in cartoons, when they're powering up, they put the truth in these cartoons. That's why there's such things as energy vampires, when they're sucking out all your energy and using it for themselves. And this is the exact reason why you need to increase your own spiritual pressure. You essentially have two Taurus fields, and when you increase your vibrational frequency, so you know how the whole 144,000 go to heaven, it's the frequency. You increase your vibrational frequency, and it creates this field of protection. And that's...
All right, Taurus fields. So when I talk about this chasm, do you see how that energy is getting siphoned into this damn vortex? That's because Yahuwah made a chasm into the earth. And if you ask me, Mount Zion is the magnetic vortex leading up to heaven. You know, that's for another day and another video. But if you ask me, you know, I'll let you rewind that. But I'll say it again, man. Mount Zion could possibly be the magnetic vortex going up to heaven from this Taurus field.
That's where you're hearing the whole Kundalini energy, the serpent rising. And going back to what I was saying, like when you get in a relationship, you notice how all these other women start coming to you and start trying to talk to you. And it's because you're attracting them instead of repelling them. Which is for the same reason why Dr. Joe Dispenza says you need to become the experience so that way you can attract it. And by you becoming what you're attracting, that is exactly the way the mind works. And that's how magnetism works. That's how the fields work. And we're all magnets. We're all magnets. We have both of these positive charges and these negative charges, but we need to understand it more so we can pretty much manifest and control our reality and do what we're here to do. But here in this system, we have a lot of people living in that root, that low vibrational chakra, that low vibrational energy. And that's why there's a lot of brainwashing. There's a lot of negativity. And this is such like a weird example, but your whole body is like a tripod. You have your mind, your body, and your soul. And your physical body is of this plane. Your mind is of the ether. And then you have your soul. And if you kick out one of the legs, the whole system collapses, and that's what the system does. It literally, it commandeers your mind, it attacks your body with the food, and it fucks with your soul with whatever these things that are so beyond our comprehension that's fucking around us. This is the exact reason why I'm telling you we are electrical beings. This is why you gotta look at the food you're eating. You don't want to be eating dead fucking nutrition.
All right, bro cussing, but he's spitting. Bro's cussing, but he's spitting. All right, let's dive into Taurus fields a little more.
What up, fam? This is the inside of a Taurus field, and today we're going to talk about nature's inherent or intrinsic shape, that being a Taurus. We were looking at it from the inside. This is what it would look like.
My fault, y'all. My mic was on mute, but basically I said was the reason why we're here. Remember why we're here. It said he put a chasm into the earth, and I believe this chasm has magnetic properties. It could be the North Pole as we know it. All right? I get a 5-minute lunch break on these waters, man. We going crazy. Record breaking 5:20. I hate to get up and go pee, but I got to. Hit that like button. I'll be right back. We're not done. We got more to talk about. All right, we're back. Chasms.
From the outside. Everything follows this design. Nature. We see this everywhere.
Like I said, I believe it could. It's just a thesis, a hypothesis I had. You know, I had this probably before I even started YouTube. When I was doing my research by myself, I did a little bit of diving, and I thought to myself, man, what if Mount Zion is this magnetic mountain leading up to heaven? That's just, you know. But we're gonna dive into it though. That's gonna be for a video. Be expecting a Mount Zion video in the future.
The electromagnetic field of the heart. This is actually measurable when you have love and when you have fear. Now does it make a little more sense the last few years when they told you to stay 6 feet away? It's everywhere. Some will say that our eyes are the window to our soul. What's the shape of an eye? Well, you guessed it. It's a Taurus. So maybe the Taurus is the gate to our soul. On top of that, every sound that comes out of our mouth is a Taurus. Even the baby babble from the Globers. Why? Because our larynx has 3 sphincters, which in themselves are toroidal muscles. So here's a representation of vowels in their toroidal spin resonance. Letters from the Hebrew alphabet are all derived from a rotating torus as well. And the Muru Foundation backs this up. And don't worry, fam, I didn't forget about how this relates to the Earth. We don't live on a sphere, we live within a sphere. Every magnetic field has something called a black domain wall. If we look at this top left picture, that line in the middle, that white one, that's a black domain wall. Another word for that is inertial plane, meaning it's inertial, it's static, it does not move. This would be looking at the magnetic field from a side view. Now this top right one, if we were in space, quote unquote, looking down, that's what we would see. Okay, so how did we get this shape? Where does it come from? This is a ferrocell and a magnet. Basically, it's just 2 optical flats with ferrofluid in the middle that has magnetic suspension that lets us see these lines when we put LEDs around the outside. So this is a magnet, and you can see the field lines. Now I take the same magnet, flip it on its side, and then you can see the South and the North Pole. Here's a video as well to give you a little demonstration of what it looks like. So now that we know what a magnetic field looks like, let's dig a little deeper. So again, a magnet underneath a ferrocell, look at the design, and let's match it with the path of the ISS. So here we go, this is the path of the ISS, public information, layer it over a magnetic field, boom, matches perfectly. Look where it doesn't go in the center, aka the North Pole. Alright, so now we input data for observations for the azimuth and declination of the sun for an entire year, and guess what? A Taurus field. What a surprise. Matches perfectly within the magnetic field. Now if we animate all sun positions over a year, it's like a wave pushing and pulling through the field. This is not a coincidence. So here, magnetic field lines again underneath the ferrocell, and over here we have the apparent pattern of a solar eclipse. Looks exactly the same. What a surprise. The path of the moon over a flat Earth works perfectly within that Taurus field again. Alright, so here's the so-called planets, which are just wandering stars, and the paths that they make over a flat Earth. Makes perfect sense because it matches the magnetic field, once again, when allegedly we're flying within all of this. The beautiful patterns that the wandering stars make over our Earth. So here's a representation of the so-called planets, aka wandering stars, just doing sacred geometry. So here we have the sun position data projected on a plane surface from one longitude. Versus long exposure of the sun for a year using a pinhole camera matches perfectly. And again, fits right within the Taurus field. What happens when we take magnetic flux data and put it on a plane surface? It matches perfectly, and you have a vortex just like it shows here. So if you guys enjoyed what you watched, I would be sincerely grateful if you would comment, like, post, share, get the word out there. Let's help each other out. Also, if you guys want to learn more about this, go download the Flat Earth Clock app. Referral code 46731. Let's do it!
Yeah, he took us through there on them Taurus fields. So yeah, chasm. That's what brought us here. All right, let's go back. What do you guys got to say about all that? We need to reel it in. Where you guys at? Given this is giving you good ideas for mechanic testing, I'm telling you, didn't Terrence Howard recently have some type of geometry structure that resembled that?
Terrence is bringing cool stuff from the world of geometry. It's a proof, effectively, that people don't know where it's coming from. A lot of this is real as geometry. If you look at the thing that he calls the Tarrenton, right?
The Tetrian.
The
Tetrian is the
Tetrian.
The Tetrian is just
so the Tetrian that is the thing that is closest to us, the black thing that is closest to us.
Yeah,
that one. So he then starts to make noises about it, and he says things that I don't love, which are that those faces he associates with the electric field, and the vertices, which sometimes he calls vortices, and sometimes I'm not quite sure, he associates with the magnetic field. Yes. Now, I don't have a clue why he says the next thing, which is, and because the number of magnetic and the number of electric things are balanced, they cancel out, and therefore it's the weak force. Terrence is bringing cool stuff from the world of geometry.
Work with us.
Explain what it does.
I want you guys.
Like, what revelation did you have that caused you to start looking at this as a 3D
alligator?
Like, what revelation did you have that caused you to start looking at this as a 3D structure and the space inside of it?
They're going to call me crazy again, but when I was 42 and had been kicked out of the world as a result of the allegations, I had another dream, and that same being woke me up and took me back to where I was when I was a child, and I started putting the pieces together, the all shapes.
In your dream?
In the dream together. And then I was like, oh.
Like, what revelation did you have that caused you to start looking at
The geometry looks clean. I'm not going to lie. The geometry looks clean. The geometry looks clean, y'all. And I see the North Pole and I see the divot. I'm looking at it right now. And I'm telling you it's a divot resembling a Taurus field. Alright, we're back to him explaining these 7 walls, and then we're going to jump back into the size of these creatures and the different creatures.
was like around a cow's neck or something. This is yoke. This is the seed being bound by a yoke. All right, let's go back. The sea I gathered into one place, and I bound it with a yoke, and said to the sea, Behold, I give you an eternal boundary, and you will not break through from your own waters. And so I fixed the solid structures and established it above the water. Solid structures? What is that? I wonder if these are solid structures. And then notice what it says. Solid structures above the waters. When you look at this, it looks like it's above the waters to me. What do you think? Above the waters. Look at this one. Above the waters. This one here is completely frozen in this area. But as you can see, above the water. So now we learn from the Bible how these walls got here.
Well, as you guys can see, it explained the 7 walls. That was one of my Leviathan videos. I dropped 3 of them. After this live, feel free to go check those out. But we have to go check out what my lunch break was talking about. All lakes are oceans?
It's time to realize what's going on and where we all are and what we're all doing here. This proves to me that there are other things that are here in this place that we all live that are definitely going to be revealed to us the further that we go. Because once you can...
I had a good one, man. I had a great G-Day. I appreciate everyone, man. I didn't blow out no candles or nothing like that crazy, man. I was vibing with you guys. That was a great time, man. The best one I had in a long time, you know. Just grateful for another day, you know. I'm not celebrating myself, just grateful for being alive, seeing it an entire year, you know. Thank you. All praises to the Most High.
See and have an open mind and have thousands of us and one day millions all working together. We are going to find it all, just like we are today, just like we're about to do right now. Did you think that was the only 2 dragons? No. I saved the best for last. But first, let's take a minute and thank all of our badge members, all of our Patreons, and every single subscriber, and everybody who likes the videos, where we all know that I'm just sharing my research. You are always allowed to think whatever you'd like. If you think this is all a coincidence, you are 100% free to do that. If you think that these are dragons or snakes, you definitely can. I am not and never will tell anybody what to think. This, at the end of the day, is my research, and I am just sharing whatever I find with you all in the best way that I know how. Putting it all into the world from my perspective, and just letting the world see what I see. Now that that's been said, let's keep going. Let's go much further than before, where finding things like what we have found today, in my opinion, solidify that there was something insane going on here that is so much different than just cowboys and Indians, cavemen, and people riding around on horses and wagons. For thousands of years, the narrative that we are all told from day one is controlled. And we know this. It's not the full truth. In fact, it is very far from it. It is a narrative that keeps your mind inside of a box and does not allow you to see things outside of it. Where something massive has happened here, where we all live today. And we are just getting started on this channel. So are you ready? Here we go. We have shown 2 dragons today that are not going to wake up. They are laying on our land and are definitely no longer alive. Where this one that I'm about to show is a massive dragon, in my opinion, that may still be alive. Where we now know that this place that we all live today is much more in depth than what we have been told. Where we know that the history that we've all been told is complete nonsense all over the world. Where we also know that alligators have the capability to enter a state of dormancy called brumation during the winters to survive cold environments, becoming dormant below 55 degrees, keeping their nose out of the water just to breathe. Again, the dragon is the only one that is not real. Now, is this true? Why would one not be real? Are you 100% sure that it's not real? Are you 100% sure it's not still here today in a dormant state? Still here in our oceans, still here, and possibly going to wake up if the temperature reaches above 55 degrees. A massive dragon, in my opinion, without a doubt, a massive head with its nose out of the water, exactly like we see with the alligators, where it looks like we have 16 degrees to work with. So let's zoom in on this thing's head and see exactly what's going on at its nose, where we are told that we have islands, places that we cannot drop the guy down and see what's going on. Islands with the name Vindication Island, where they're coloring around it and not hiding anything at all. Give me a break. What is going on at this so-called Bristol Island? They clearly got their crayons out and colored in around this creature's nose. We are not able to see where it's still breathing and are just told that these are islands that you, of course, cannot put the guy down on.
He's got a great point. Like, they could have just CGI'd all this, you know, near the noses, you know, because like he said, it is getting distorted like a mug. They getting their vanilla skies on. They getting their vanilla skies on around the nose.
Now again, a dragon, a snake, whatever it is, a creature of this size, where its head alone is over 1,100 miles long. This creature would never fit on a tiny ball, like we are all told. Where this is proving, in my opinion, that there is a lot more land. Whether you believe that we are on a ball or not, whether you think that this place is flat or not, the ball or the plane that we have all been shown would have to be much larger. The map that we are shown is simply not the full map. It would have to extend much further out. This is clearly a head. There is zero doubt about it. And it's been here all along, our entire lives. And we've never seen it before, until now. Because we're asking questions, with its head coming out of the water to breathe, exactly like the alligator does. And it makes perfect sense, since this is the location where there is nothing. Just a mass amount of water and zero land. And this is the reason that there are so many bases and stations set up right here next to it. Researching this dragon. Is this the true reason for the Antarctic Treaty? Where if we go to polarconnection.org, we will see where figure 2 says the Antarctic with the area south of 60 degrees south latitude, indicated in red. This is the location that we cannot go. You can't just rent a boat and go down there. Where you can see there is another boundary, the CCAMLR boundary, which literally lines up perfectly with this dragon's head. The head is in the middle of these 2 circles. In fact, they even end the CCAMLR boundary line right after this dragon's head. So how much clearer could this get? This is unbelievable. And you can even see that right next to this head, it looks like this might be an arm and a hand. These are now locations, places on our map that I'm guessing we will never be able to look at again the same. And they open so many doors for us. Where did these dragons come from? Is there more land? Are there more dragons on our land layout that we just haven't found yet? Are there more dragons out there past the 60th degree parallel? What other species are still out there waiting to be discovered? How many dragons were there? There are so many questions, but today I feel like we have proved factual information proving that massive dragons existed and possibly still do, with bases and stations circling around it, with it being blocked off from all of us. And not just one, but multiple dragons right here on our map, where these dragons would never be able to live on such a small map, proving that our true map has to be much bigger and possibly has other creatures living in outer space, where we live in the inner space, where it seems that we should all hope that the temperature in this location, just below South America, stays below 55 degrees, or else something massive may just be waking up from its sleep. And when we continue to look, we will continue to find massive dragons all over this place that we all live, just like we find covering half of the United States of America, where we all might have to start looking at Florida a little different from now on. Is that just random dirt, or are millions of people living right on top of what used to be a dragon, and that piece of land is actually a foot?
Oh my God. Shout out to my lunch break for a banger. That was his best episode yet, if you ask me. I haven't seen all of them. I probably, I watch them. That was the best one I've seen. That was a great episode. Man. All right. Guys, we are heading to Discord now. Drop in the Discord what you want to talk about, because we are going that route. Heading over to Discord right now. Dragons are real. You better believe it. All right, let's get over to Discord. I am unable to find my Discord link, but if you click on my YouTube profile, it's under my links. Be sure to follow my Instagram, my Facebook page, yeah, and my Discord will be in there. Click Discord, accept, and whatever you guys want to send, please. All right. All right, we're diving deep into the Discord. All right, y'all. What's up? What's up, Truth Seeker? Mikey. Chuck, wild on live. The blue eyes white dragon. The black luster dragon. I got food for us. I want to show you how to use nature, some electroculture.
But I got all these were in my room at one point. I put them out here like a month ago. Put them in the greenhouse. They all got cooked up. So then I had this ditch for them and I just threw it in there. The grass has grown in all with them and super humid. I got mad loquats down up in there, right there. There's a monstera and sugarcane as well that I had planted in with them.
Wow. I always wanted to try those sugar cane drinks where they crush up the sugar cane and they put like pineapple and lemon in it. Man. Nice.
So super dense. I got some tomato plants actually also popping up that I threw in there. Way earlier, way before they were even in this ditch. So they're loving it. And I just got this sprinkler going constant, basically. Half the time of the day, you know, just so, you know, they're getting hit. They're not getting no damage. You feel me? I love these plants.
Shout out to Kyle. That was cool. All right, we got a lot. Uh-oh. We found another one. This image is from Google Earth. Have it outline the features, the head, the back, the wings. Oh, where is this one? That's a good one. Riverbeds are full of petrified car parts. What?
And here we can see a train passing with cars buried, like a whole bunch of them, and there's a little orchard planted on top. And I drove along the river, and the river was made of cars. As if this had been an old dealership that had gotten mud flooded. And here we can see a train passing with cars buried, like a whole bunch of them, and there's a little
That's crazy. All right. We got Retro breaking down Drake's passage for us. That's literally where his head goes. How interesting it is that. The East Coast Dragon. Kunlun Mountain. Yes, we went there on those videos. On, I believe, the Dragons and Dinosaurs video, we got to go in the Kunlun Mountain. And yeah, that spine is ridiculous. They're on the hush hush about it. These are from Google Earth. Man. If only there's a way to test that stuff. The bloop.
If you're ever in the ocean, you hear a super deep roar, you probably shouldn't swim in that direction, because it might be the bloop. The bloop is a name given to the sound of an ultra-low frequency that was recorded in the South Pacific Ocean off the coast of South America. It sounded like this. Early speculation...
Damn. That could be the sound of the Leviathan. That's the first thing that comes to mind. I would let that bang, but it's got that copyright music or they gonna hit me for. Jesus. Revelation 17:14. The Lamb will conquer them, for he is Lord of lords, King of kings. Jesus, too, with the $9.99. Thank you for that powerful message. Let's see if this got the music.
In 1997, scientists detected an ultra-low frequency sound called the bloop. But no one saw this plot twist coming. You see, people are massively divided on whether this sound is just an ice quake or whether it's an undiscovered marine animal. For thousands of years, people have believed that God created an undefeatable sea dragon called Leviathan. So let's see who would win in a fight between bloop and Leviathan. You may already be scared of sharks or even Leviathan, but here is the big question. Do you fear the one who created them, God? Because the Bible says you should be terrified if you've rejected his son, the Lord Jesus Christ. So, who would win in a fight out of the bloop and Leviathan? The answer is neither. Because what if the bloop sound is actually Leviathan? If you want to explore more biblical mysteries with me, please do subscribe.
The actual sound of Leviathan? That is crazy. All you got to do is type in bloop and you can hear him.
If you're ever in the large, undiscovered of the ocean, it was more due to its early it sounded like this. It sounded like this.
That's the Leviathan, y'all. Alright. We got... Is this 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This doesn't even do it justice. This is the best one I found. But we need 7. This is good though, Retro. Thank you. This is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now imagine. Alright, this is his head. Is off of South America, which gotta be somewhere around here. Say this is his head, and it starts rapping. Nah, it would have to be 7 different ones. Look at this snake right here. That's crazy. They got another island with a snake. That makes you think. That definitely makes you think. Imagine, this is if you guys watch Hunter x Hunter, you guys know about the Dark Continent, and they talk about the powerful beast. There's monsters. Imagine the different monsters that's out here. There's no telling. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. Shout out to Jesus for the $9.99. Thank you. Repent and write those commandments. Render his commandments on your heart. You know, I'm going to keep it real with you. Repent and write his commandments on your heart. Look how it's going, y'all. 7 of these boys. Y'all dropping some fire. Let's see what else you guys got. That was a good one. Chuck, I dropped a few videos. Yeah, I'm trying to go through them. I see them. These two? They're showing us technology. Imagine what they've hidden away from us that they're creating.
Black-tip sharks hunt octopus. Fortunately, our spy doesn't smell like one. Not so the real thing.
Dive in the Dragon Temra, however you spell it. Dragon Temra? Let me type it in. Good looking, Brad, for the $5. I'm gonna try to find it, what you're talking about.
Ancient Egypt is America. America.
She going that route. Y'all want to hear that? It's 3 minutes long. Dive in Dragon Timber. Yeah, I'm not getting anything to pop up for Dragon Tema. Timu. Oh, okay. Dragon Timu. Still nothing for Dragon Timu. The Dragon Queen. Let me see if I can type in Dragon Queen Timu. Yeah, I'm not getting it. What's good, Mark? Mark Zolo? Yeah, I tried, Brad. My fault, man. All right, I'm going to dive in Discord a little bit more. If anybody want to talk, come say what's up. I'm in the Discord lobby. If anyone wants to come talk to everyone, I just ask that you do not cuss and don't have me, going all over everywhere. If you just want to say something real quick, by all means. If anybody wants to jump on the Discord, say what up to people, let's try this out. See how it goes. If you guys want to, say something. What's good, O? I feel like that preacher. What was his name? Pastor X. Where he used to be like, all right, y'all, next caller. Y'all don't remember Pastor X.
Well, I'm in this bitch.
Yeah, you live. No cussing, bro. Dang.
Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad.
What's good?
Yo, I love you, bro.
I love you too, man.
I love the videos, yo. You really like open people's mind and shit. So,
I be trying.
it's hard to do, and I respect you. You know.
I try, man. It's tough, but it's like, hey, I
And there's
enjoy it.
so much, bruh. There's so much.
There is. It's a lot, You never know.
It's sick that you dive into that shit.
Yeah.
You gotta, bruh. That's like the purpose of living.
Yeah. It's
That's what I'm thinking.
what I remember sometimes, because I'm not gonna lie, man. I be on these waters, and I'll be like, man, do I really be making a difference? Do I really be
Oh
helping
my goodness,
people,
I
man?
guarantee it. I guarantee it.
And then sometimes I be thinking, and then that verse from the Bible be hitting me. It says, "I'll make you fisher of men." That's why I wear this, with the fish on it. It's a lot of it's a lot of information out here, for people to make their own decisions. That's why I say keep
100%.
your
And
head
you
on the
and you
swivel.
actually present it. Like some people like you get into it. You don't just reject it and think that's bullshit. But I got some crazy shit I'll be doing. I got some like a huge garden.
I showed him that garden that you posted.
Oh shit, that's lit.
Yeah,
You see
we
Well,
all
I
looked through it.
show you the full shit. It's like there's a bunch of shit.
All right, bro. Let's let Truther say what up. Truther777, what's up?
Oh, is he muted?
No, you still in here. I didn't mute you, I just wanted to hear Truth Seeker 777. I see jumped in here. It takes a minute for people to, get their controls and stuff. I'm still learning.
Yeah, I had to do.
Like I don't mute anybody. We're good. This is free speech. I just ask you guys try not to cuss.
I don't know.
Jesky, what do you think about the melted buildings theory?
The melted buildings?
Yeah.
I think it's a fascinating subject that I don't know too much about.
What buildings?
What melted buildings are you talking about?
Like the mountains that look like buildings, like supposedly because of the cataclysm.
That sounds like a fire
wasn't that
episode.
God?
Yeah, you should check out Daydreamers. Daydreamers has a good site.
Man, you gotta write that in chat.
I'm sure the aliens be melting some shit.
Yeah.
It's possible.
I believe it.
Buddhist Blanket, what's gut?
Oh my god. Is this for real? This is just Chuck, dude. This is awesome.
What's up, man?
What's going on, man? How the heck have you been doing?
I'm good, man. Just live. I wanted to get everyone a chance to jump on here and say what's up, man. Put us on something.
This is so cool.
Man. Like he said about the melted buildings, I was curious about that. We'll dive into that in a future video. Where is that at?
Ooh.
I wanted to write that down real quick before we move on, if you guys don't mind. Whoever mentioned the melted buildings. If not, I'll find it. The melted mountains.
Really interesting.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, man, just chilling on this live, just hanging out with you guys.
This is so cool, man.
What stuff would you like to see in the future?
Oh man,
more giant trees.
I've been looking quite a bit. I got my head in like all this different literature right now. So I'm sure I'll find something.
Yeah, and things on the ether.
You want more on the ether?
Yeah, because the lightning's been going crazy recently.
I got you, ether.
Hell yeah, I actually think I might be able to tap into it, bro.
I think you might be able to
With
too, man.
the gardening rods or like those things that you stick into the soil.
Oh yeah, like grounding yourself. I get what you're saying.
Nah, not yeah, because they take the electricity out the atmosphere
Yeah, you
and
gotta.
it just shoots it straight into the soil. You know, it conducts it right down. So like, if you put one like dumb high up, it might get struck by lightning or some shit,
Dang.
and
Oh,
then
yeah.
you really lit.
You should check out this experiment, that Michelson Morley experiment, dude. They actually do like a lot of extensive laser manipulation tests involving ether, which is really sick. It's really cool.
What?
Yeah,
They're
so they were actually
manipulating
trying to
ether.
prove with this experiment that the Earth was moving, and so they believed that like they would use the ether, like all the ethereal movements of the universe, to like basically measure the interference within a laser from one point to another.
Huh.
And what they found was like essentially what the flat earthers use a lot of the time to say that the Earth isn't moving. So it's really interesting. There's that one, and then let's see if I can find the other one they didn't later on. But there's got to be videos on this. If not, someone should make them, because when I encountered these, I thought they were pretty compelling.
Yeah, go
You
ahead and
think
write it in the
Do you think they
Discord.
say it's flat because it's just so big? Like, but it's still a globe. It's just so big that it looks flat.
Angel,
You know what I'm
let's
saying? Like, it could be like a giant globe.
It could be. Angel, what's good? Can you hear us all right? Yeah, it's a delay too on me on YouTube. It's like a 10-second delay.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So she might not hear us. But yeah, definitely if you could write that information down in the general text, we can definitely go over that ethereal energy you were talking about. It sounds interesting.
Yeah.
That does sound cool, bro.
But yeah, is there anything else you guys wanted me to possibly dive
yeah,
into the future?
the sprites.
What's up?
Those
There she
sprites
go.
that are in the atmosphere.
You can hear me just fine.
There she go. What's up, Angel? Welcome to Dark Waters 9 Live.
This is wicked, bro.
We won't be doing this often, guys. So, you know, I need you guys to come with some heat next time. Have some stuff ready for me and put it in the general chat. And, you know,
Oh, heck
we can
yeah,
do this,
we'll
we
do,
can
bro.
do this often, guys.
Use copper.
Used copper? Is that what you said?
Silver's better.
But yeah, guys, I just wanted to jump in here real quick with you guys to say what up, you know, and tap in with you guys. I appreciate your support, honestly, I do. You know, and Buddhist, what you said about the ethereal energy, that's very interesting. Barry Burkholder jumped in here real quick before we left. What's up, Barry?
I got videos in Discord.
What's up, man? All glory to the Most High.
There he is. All praises.
Hey, you got to check out Abraham Overcome Babylon on the Leviathan and the United States splitting into three.
You said Abraham what?
Overcome Babylon.
Oh, that's interesting. Did someone do a specific video on that?
Yep, you had a little clip on him on your last thing on Leviathan.
Really?
Yo, Jesky, you should check out some of my boys' TikToks on here.
videos
They're
in Discord.
testing, man. I think you'd be interested in that. I posted the link in the general. I'm gonna hop off though. I appreciate you doing this. It's so cool to actually meet you, dude, because I've been watching your videos since I think almost the beginning, dude. And I found your channel and we were like, yo,
hey, that's
we got
awesome, man.
This is awesome.
We're gonna go through all of them, man. So don't think I'm gonna skip over it. I'm definitely put it in there, and we're gonna go through it. If it probably not on this live, but eventually we'll definitely cover it.
I think you'll like it because it's got interesting controversy involving like some of religion too, so it's pretty cool. And it's nothing too crazy controversial, but boy, it's a little bit. I think you'll just find it interesting. But anyway, everyone, have a good night. Bless you all, and take care.
All right, take care,
Bro,
Buddhist.
take it easy.
Buddhist in the building. Maze sounds like amazing dude, guys. But
Yo,
Barry,
what's up, Chuck?
what's good? Who is that? That sounds like I know you.
Yeah, it was cool talking to you too.
Yeah,
I
it was
see you
cool.
got everybody's
Just
head on
wanted
the
to talk
swivel,
with you
Chuck.
and meet you. I've been there since the beginning too, and you know that.
Hey, that's what's up, guys.
I'm gonna go.
I appreciate your support, guys. Honestly, I really do. Abraham, you said what was it again? I'm writing it down. Abraham Armageddon. I think that's what he said. I don't want to miss that. But what's good? Keep your head on a swivel. You already know, man. Don't come for me.
Man, we need to dig into a little bit more of that ancient history, though.
Which one? What are you talking about? Which way you want me to lean?
A little bit more like what's hidden, like by the Hoover Dam, stuff like that. Because I think there's some hidden. That's why they're uncovering so many new things.
The Hoover Dam, man,
And areas around it, like the desert. Like, dude, there's so many things in the desert.
Hoover Dam Desert. I got you.
That's where Transformers origins is.
I did see something about the Hoover Dam. So it was like a while ago, but I didn't play the whole video. But I'm like, Hoover Dam, I forgot all about it. And there's like something going on that they're not telling us about the Hoover Dam. So brother, you might be on to something, honestly.
That's why.
Yes, sir. I got you, man. I appreciate your guys' support, honestly.
You need to watch my TV. Because
Bro,
I don't
you
know if
deserve
the
all this
GM
support, man. You're the GOAT.
Yep. What did you say,
and then
Angel?
the review and Planet
It's kind of hard to hear you. It sounds like you're a little bit muffled.
When I explain there's some simulator too.
Simulator? I got you.
Why?
You should dive more into that South Pole.
The South Pole, not the North, but the South.
Or the North, wherever the hole is.
Oh, the North? Oh, yeah, the Taurus fields? Yeah, we was getting in there.
Hell yeah. You see a black one in the sun, you think?
Oh, yeah, man. We definitely
The
got
black
in
sun, right? The black sun?
Yeah, the North Node is what some people call it, man. The North Node. The Black Sun, North Node. That's a deep one. Sovereign music was
where do
get.
all that shit goes? All the stuff that falls into the hole, where does it go?
The abyss, if you ask me. The first thing.
It gets fused in the center of the sun? I mean, the center of the earth?
I don't know. I would have to say the abyss. That would be the first thing that comes to mind.
What is it?
But all right, y'all. I'm gonna get back to the chat. But you guys feel free to hang in here. Do your thing, man. There's a whole bunch of cool, like-minded people, man. Do your thing.
Oh yeah. Bet.
Yeah, guys, that was so cool. I had to, we'll do that more often, guys. If you want to jump in there, talk to your boy, by all means, let's chop it up. They gave me some good homework for our next videos. He wants to dive more into the Taurus fields, the North Pole. We can do that. My boy said, man, the flat earth ain't it, man. We got this, harnessing the ether to disprove that. I love to see that. There's a lot of stuff out here, man, but hey, I appreciate you guys as always, man. If you haven't already hit that like button, man. I try my best to go through these videos. But yeah. Monday's a whole new day. I have no idea what I'm gonna do Monday, but I'm gonna do it. I don't know what I'm gonna do Tuesday, but I'm gonna do it. Expect a video every single day next week around 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. I'm gonna release them. I'm gonna release my videos a little bit later. 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Bangers. Pure bangers. Monday through Friday. Expect a video every single day. So yeah. Quick, looking in the chat real quick. Sorry I was muffled. It's okay, Angel. It's all good. BlackRock, man. I really, y'all want me to get into politics? I can't. I don't want to, but I will. The Hoover Dam might be the one I might do. Shout out to Joe. Tanner by the Sea. Melted Rock by Hoppy. Stargate. Ooh, that was a good one, Joe. But hey, man. Y'all have a good one, man. Shout out to My Lunch Break for the amazing video. And I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Peace out.